7 types of women expats should never date. Today I'm going to give you the 7 worst types of women that an expat should stay away from. Plus, I'm going to throw in a bonus tip if you stay until the end of the video. The first type of woman that an expat should never date is the ultra feminist. Ultra feminists, they don't want to cook, they don't want to have kids, they don't want to clean a house. If you're anything like the average expat, you probably want to have children. You probably want to have a wife or a girlfriend that wants to cook, that wants to share responsibilities with you. Okay, I'm not advocating that feminists don't want to have children, they don't want to cook, they don't want to clean the house. I'm not advocating that. Neither am I saying that these tasks are specifically for women. I think this is a shared responsibility, but there are many women that don't want to do that anymore. And of course, this is something that upsets a lot of expats these days, and that's why they're looking to leave their Western countries to go live in more traditional countries where they can date more feminine women who don't mind sharing these tasks with them. Expats have a reason to leave their Western countries, and guess what? Feminism is one of them. 2, the high body count. I'm probably not telling you anything new here. Is there anything worse than being with a girl who slept with 100 guys? This is pretty disgusting. Like, men don't want that. If a woman has a very high body count, and especially if she brags about it, is there anything less attractive to a man? A man who wants to be in a relationship with a girl, in a real serious relationship? Is there anything worse than a woman who slept with a ton of guys and who brags about it? This is the last thing that an expat wants. However, there are plenty of women like that in all countries. The irresponsible woman. This is the type of girl that you don't even want to get close to. This type of woman has no clue about budgeting. This type of woman doesn't care about anything but herself. And of course, an irresponsible person is not a person that you want to be in a long-term relationship with. And certainly, she's not the type of person that you want to start a family with. Irresponsible woman spends all the money that she has on her own, only cares about herself, her looks. Everything she does is to satisfy her own ego. This is not the type of woman that you want to be in a relationship with. Being irresponsible is a scale from 0 to 100, and sometimes some people fall on that scale. Maybe they end up being like a 70 or 80 out of 100, and this is already pretty far up on the scale. Another type of woman that an expat should never date is the liar. Should I say the extreme liar or the pathological liar? I don't think it really matters. There's nothing worse than being together with a liar. And that holds true for all genders. In fact, everything that we're talking about today holds true for all genders. But being with a liar is nothing worse than that. You can never expect to hear the truth. If you can't expect to hear the truth, how can you resonate? How can you solve problems? If you don't even know what the problem is, or if you don't even know if you're being told the truth, it's just very hard to build a relationship with a person like that. Liars exist in every country, and the extreme liar, or a person who resorts to lying under very, very important situations or even everyday stuff, is a person that you should stay away from. You want to be with a person who is genuine. You want to be with a person who speaks with an open heart. You want to be with a person who tells you how she feels about the relationship and you. And even if she screws up or you screw up, being honest about what happens is the #1 priority. It's the foundation of a successful relationship. And in my humble opinion, this is mandatory. You want to be together with an honest person and not a liar. This type of woman is a woman to stay away from. Gold diggers have ruined more men than any other type of woman, especially when we're talking about finances. The gold digger has very specific, concrete intentions, and the main intention is to get as much out of the relationship as possible, financially speaking. With that being said, being with a gold digger can get you bankrupted faster than you ever thought possible. Gold diggers are not people you want to be in a relationship with because they value your assets and your materialistic belongings more than they value you as a person. You want to be together with a person who values commonalities, who values being in a relationship with you because they love you for who you are. That's the person that you deserve. A gold digger just cares about your money. They care about how much they can take from you and what's in it for them. Gold diggers, they are focused on the money and the money only. Stay away from them. The addict, another type of woman that man should stay away from. The addict is the type of woman that can ruin a relationship very, very quickly. When we're talking about addiction, we're talking about alcohol, drugs, cigarettes, anything that's unhealthy and potentially even deadly to the human body. While there's nothing wrong with having the occasional glass of wine or going out with your friends, hanging out, being at a party, having some drinks, or even getting drunk, there's nothing wrong if it's done in moderation. But if a person resorts to addictive substances in order to avoid, in order to escape consciousness, reality, that's a problem because it will affect your relationship and marriage. So be very careful. If you think that you're in a relationship with an addict, better to quit now, or it's better to help her change her own way of dealing with things before something really bad happens. There are different ways to go about solving problems, and resorting to addictive substances is not the best way to go. Type number 7 is the mess. What do we mean by the mess? The mess is a person who has no schedule, who has no plan for her life. That type of person is so disorganized. That type of person has no priorities, has no schedule, has no plan. The mess is not the type of person that a skilled expat should be in a relationship with. She's not compatible, she's not adjustable, she's not willing to grow, and she just has no priorities in life. She's just so disorganized. What you can do is, if you meet the mess and you really love the mess, what you can do is you can help her change her daily habits. You can help her become more organized. As we know, this only works if the person has a lot of personal willpower inside of her, because at the end of the day, you can help change the trajectory of a person, but you cannot change the person. The person can only change herself. So if you're dealing with a mess, you get two options. Help her change, help her get on the right track, but if she refuses to do so, it might be time for you to exit the relationship. The bonus tip is the taker. And this isn't just about finance. A taker is a person that just wants to take and he or she cannot give back. So again, this has nothing to do with gender. Takers exist everywhere. There are certain types of people that will contact you if they need your advice, if they need your opinion, or if they just want to get rid of their emotions, if they want someone to talk. There's nothing wrong with that, but everything in life has to be balanced. So if you're confronted with a taker, this might not be a good situation. And again, this is a scale from 0 to 100, and we're all taking. In fact, we're taking every day from certain people, but if a person is only taking and never giving, that's a problem. What you can do about that is tell the person what's going on, see if she's willing to change, and if she's unwilling to change, then it might be time for you to look elsewhere, because there's plenty of fish left in the ocean. There's millions of women to choose from, and being with a taker can really, really change the trajectory of your life for the worse. So make sure you consider that. Is there any other type of woman that we have not addressed in this video? Share your thoughts in the comments below. As always, we appreciate you. Thank you for watching, and we see you on the next video.